Hi, everybody. I'm Lakota. I'm going to be leading this group along with my wife, Priscilla, who is currently eating. So she's not actually going to be in this video, but she is going to be in all upcoming meetings, and she's also going to be studying all the materials with me. I just wanted to make this video real quick to kind of explain what this group is and go over the things that we went over in the meeting that happened earlier today at 7 p.m. So anyone who missed it or anyone who's coming in a week, a month, 2 months from now, you can watch this video and kind of get a sense of what we're doing and what we plan to do in the future. So, and how this is all going to work. So I just have a few bullet points I'm going to go over, and the first thing is just to say thank you to everybody who's participating. You guys, this really means a lot to us, and we're just really excited to see how this goes, how much we grow, and just how much this thing expands, and see how, and just to learn from everybody really, and have a collaborative effort. It's just going to be really cool and fun, and we're really looking forward to it. So thank you. The next thing I want to talk about is Zoom. Zoom is what we're going to be using to do the meetings, and right now it's allowing unlimited time because of the pandemic. It's allowing unlimited meeting time because of like schools and other things are using it. But usually with a basic plan, it only allows 40 minutes per meeting session. And if they go back to that while we're having this meeting, while we're having this group, then what will probably happen is we're going to try to see if we can keep the basic plan and do a 40-minute meeting. And if we run over, or if we need to, we can stop the meeting and then create another one and invite everybody into that one. That way we can still have everybody in the meeting and we can continue where we left off from. But that way we don't have to buy their more expensive plan, because we're trying to see if we can just do it with basic right now. But it really depends on how many people want to join this group and how long these meetings are going to take in the future. So there's that. Now I'm going to share my screen real quick because I would like to show you guys the syllabuses we made. All right, there we go. So let me see. This is it. Okay. So these are the syllabuses we made for this semester, and this semester goes from January 4th to April 17th. There's 3 things we're going to be studying this time. It's going to be screenwriting, film set and script terminology, and then production. And what these syllabuses have is they kind of just have like the overview of what we are hoping to achieve from taking this, from learning this material that's in here. And we also have some suggested books that me and Priscilla are going to be reading. And you are free to buy them and read them with us, or you can just hear about them from everybody that wants to buy it and wants to discuss it in the group. You can just be an observer, or you can be an active reader and buy the books. We have the links we acquired, and none of this is we're not affiliated to Amazon at all. I just did Amazon because it has the easiest way to see which book is like correct, I guess I'll say. Because if you do, like, if I sent an eBay link or something like that, then that might get sold and it might not be there anymore. It might change. So I just went ahead and went on Amazon, found the books that I have, that we have, and posted some links to that. So you don't have to buy it on Amazon. You don't even have to follow this link if you don't want to. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, you can go to any other website and buy that book. This is just so that you can see what kind of book it is in case there are 2 books with the same name. Like Screenwriting 101, I know there's at least 2 or 3 that I've seen that are completely different. So this is just to make sure that if you click this link, you can see the exact Screenwriting 101 that I'm talking about. Below that, we have other suggested texts that are not as closely related, but still important, I think. And these are other books that we have, like Creating Characters and Inner Drives, which is like the motivation for a character. Those are probably going to be talking a lot more about maybe book characters, but we wanted to read them because you can easily adapt book characters into film characters if you do it right. And having more background information on your character really helps to flesh them out and know what they're going to choose to do in any situation you give them in your script. So we really wanted to have those available. Materials you need, that's just like, notebook, pens and paper, access to a computer. And this one you don't need because we're all going to be doing online. So that's only for people if they want to come in person to us. And we're in Virginia, so we know not many people are around here that want to come in person, but in the future, that's just for in the future if more people want to come and do that. Underneath that, you're going to have your course schedule overview, which is just showing like what we're going to be doing each week. And I think in terminology, I have, yes, for terminology, there's film set terminology we're going to be learning about this week. We already did introductions. That was what we did earlier today at 7. And so we'll be doing film set terminology, learning it. And then the next group we do is going to be, where's that? Oh, there it is. It's going to be talking about the terminology that we've learned, that we already know, and maybe hearing some more terminology that we didn't even find when we were looking for it, because we have a few people that are working in productions right now, and they probably have a better idea than anything we do. So, but yeah, so there's that. And then if you keep scrolling down, well, all right, so then there's just like the attendance policy if we're doing any productions and either we're coming to you or you're going to someone else's production that's in the group, or we are, or someone's coming to us. We would just want to be sure that everybody is on the same page and that we are coming to the production dates, whatever dates we set, that we are all actively involved, because if you miss a day on a production, that is not a good thing, and you really don't want to do that. So we definitely don't want to do that in this group either. And we have rules, which you can read once you get this syllabus. And then below that, we have the weekly tasks, which is basically the same thing as the overview, but it goes a little bit more in depth. Like this is the screenwriting course that we're looking at. And in week 2, we're going to be learning about the do's and the don'ts and the format and structure. And what we've done is we've taken a lot of these videos, video links. We have website links like blogs, articles, stuff like that from the websites. And we also have some books that we think would help with these subjects. And we'll be looking at all these. You don't have to look at everything if you don't want to. You don't even have to study all 3 of these things if you don't want to. Like if you just want to study script production, you can. And you don't have to study these other 2 things. But it's really up to each individual how much they want to get involved and how much they want to do. We even have a lot more video clips and websites than this. I just didn't want to overload these syllabuses, so we only added we added quite a few, but we didn't add all the ones that we have. So if you're looking at all this and you're like, oh, I want to learn even more on this particular subject, on this focus right here, then you can, oh, my bad. Well, there's one of the links, but anyway, then you can go ahead and, one second there, we can go ahead and do that. And we will be able to let you know some other links we might have, and if we don't have them, you feel free to let us know that you have this link to a YouTube video or something else that you think is really helpful and really goes along with this focus, and we'll be able to add that to some playlists we've made, or to just explain that to everyone else in the group and be like, hey, so this person found a really good video that goes along with this. If you're feeling like looking at it, here it is, and that kind of thing. Last thing we're going to be doing is saying when the group meetings are and what they're about. In this suggestion, we're in week 2, we're going to be having our 3rd group meeting. It'll be reading an example script. So we're going to be reading through a script that we all choose as a group to really see how a professional script is written and what it should look like and what it should contain. and the structure and format of it. So that's just to get an idea for all of us. And then the next meeting would be script terminology and film set position. So we're talking about what we're learning over in the production side and what we're learning on the terminology side. And it just goes on from there, and you'll be able to see all of this when you get these syllabuses. And how to get these syllabuses is we will go ahead and you'll go to this email and email us your name, your number, and your location. And that will give us the information we need to keep you guys in our contacts, because we have a lot of people that are contacting us and wanting to get involved. And it's a lot harder when we don't have everyone's information. So if you guys could just email lcloudmediastudies@gmail.com, we can use that information to get in contact with you and send you all of these syllabuses. And we'll also send you the Facebook group and the YouTube page. I guess you'll already have the YouTube page since you're watching this video, but that way we can give all this information to you guys and you guys can have it, because we have the Facebook group, which has some polls right now that show we're asking what time and what days work best for everyone for these meetings, since we're doing 2 a week. And so we want to get everybody's opinion and everybody's input, and we're going to go with the majority for what days and time we choose to do these meetings. And then you got the YouTube channel, which is going to have the playlist, this video and others like it. Like in the future, we're going to be recording our Zoom meetings. And we've asked everybody that if they don't feel comfortable being in the video, that they can turn off their camera or turn off their mic. And if they would like to have their camera on and still take part in the group, as in like talk to the group, but they don't want to be seen by whoever online, then we can just blur out your face from the video and then post it online. But we need to know that information in advance. And we're going, and each time we're getting ready to record, we're going to mention it in the group. So if you're in the Zoom meeting and if you come to a Zoom meeting, it's not going to be recorded yet. It's going to be a few minutes, and then we're going to say, okay, guys, we're going to start recording now. So anybody who doesn't want to be in it, go ahead and turn off your video now, or go ahead and let us know, and we're going to blur your face from this video, something like that. And then we're going to be posting it here along with this video. And also on the YouTube channel, you can go to the playlists. And there, right now, those are on a different channel. So what I have to do is I have to move them over here, but it's going to be playlists like this. And it's going to contain a lot of the videos and information that we're getting from the syllabus. And it's also going to have a bunch of other videos that we haven't added, like I said before. As you can see, there's quite a lot, and that's just for production. And I know these aren't going to be everything to do with production, but we can always add more to these lists later. And so we would love anybody to let us know, hey, you should add this video here and you should add that video there, and we can. And that way everyone has access to them through the channel. I think that might be it. Let me check and make sure. Okay, yeah, I think that's everything. So I'm just going to end it. I'm Lakota, like I said. I'm sorry I rambled so much. I'm just trying to get everything out there for anybody who missed the initial meeting. And I have been interested in filmmaking for a long time now. Since I was like 12 years old, I've always loved filmmaking ever since I was filming with a webcam in my room, and it was super dark and grainy, and I was trying to do skits, and they turned out really bad, but it's just I fell in love with it. It was a lot of fun. I love creating things. And I also feel like I have kind of an entrepreneurial spirit where I just want to make my own thing and do my own thing. And that's really what I'm trying to do now. This year I had tried to go to film school. I was going to go to VCU to take their cinema course, but due to COVID and a few other things, it was just like they denied me. It was because part of the reason was because I didn't have as many references as I should have, but another part was that they lessened their student load because of COVID. And instead of waiting another year until applying again, I decided I wanted to go ahead and go forth with a few things that I wanted to do after I was done in film school. One of those being making my film production company, which registering it and making it legitimate with like logos and other things. And I did that. That's LCloud Productions, LLC. And then I had the idea I still wanted to self learn. I wanted to teach myself filmmaking and learn on my own. And Priscilla joined in. She was like, "Yeah, that sounds a lot of fun. I'd love to learn with you." And so then I was going to do that. But then I was like, but I really, the main reason I wanted to go to school was to meet other people that feel like me, that are passionate about film or passionate about script writing or whatever it was. I wanted to meet other people like that, get some friendships going and some connections and maybe make some stuff with them. And I was missing out on that, I felt. And that's when I came up with the idea for this group. And I wanted to just meet people from all over the country. And Priscilla has been a really good help and helping me figure everything out. And we've been working on this for a few months now, trying to get everything straight. And I think it'll just be a really cool, fun thing. And I'm really excited about it to just meet people and connect and talk about film and learn film. And I feel like the more we post and the more we do, the more this will spread. And I'm really looking forward to it.